Viewers, welcome back to Let's Make Fun of Every Other Member of the Game other than us.
You mean of
Whatever.
the group?
I'm busy.
Tomboyish Princess Elena.
I'm looking at pictures. Not all of them
pictures?
suitable for minors.
Wow, it's louder this time around, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
It's Russia. People are loud there. That's what Dragon Quest has taught me. Russians are loud.
Yeah, I remember
obnoxious people.
when I started playing this on the DS version, I was just like, whoa, they completely changed everything. Suddenly, everything is so Russian. Why are you such a tomboy?
Thanks, old man.
Santime Castle.
Go to bed, old man.
They really changed the name of that.
Santime is Russian for Russia. This is Russia Castle.
Russia Castle?
In Russia land.
Alright, I just lowered the volume of the video for me.
I think.
Now I can hear you better.
I think it's Russia land.
Cristo.
Christo is the coolest guy in this game.
Because he can heal?
Because he can heal and he can use heavy armor and swords. He's not
So
as...
that's why you like him more than one of the sisters?
Yeah. He's not as strong as Ragnar. He may not even be as strong as the hero.
No, I mean, as far as the melee characters are concerned, he's actually the weakest.
Yeah. But he can still use really good equipment, and he can heal. And not just heal, but he is like the healer for the game. He gets some of the best healing spells.
Oh, princess, I'm fixing the wall. Can you wait a while?
No, get out of my room. I will have you beheaded.
Or as they would say in the DS version, I am fixing the wall.
In Russia, wall fixes you. I think that's how that would go. There's a hat in one of these, damn it.
There it is.
Ah. In Russia, hat wears you.
It's true.
Probably.
My roommate's Russian.
Partly
I learn all these things.
True anywhere, I would imagine. That's improper. That's a fraction joke. And no one who is not subscribed to my Facebook will know what I'm talking about.
That's irrational.
Haha.
I am cooking meals.
Now let me give you a piggyback ride, but you're just a fraction of my size. Technically, so are you. That's irrational. That's improper. That's what it was.
Nice.
This is fun. I like math humor.
Yep, I like math humor.
You know, it's the language of love.
Because you plus me equals us?
I guess. I thought you plus me equaled Umi. Solve for you. Oh, what's that? Why does it... Oh. Delete. I'm looking through my pictures. What funny things do I have in here? Raven wearing a name tag that says quote.
Good, now you can go to your room. Because that will let you get out.
Do you promise you will never leave again? Yes, I promise. Alright, go to your room with the flimsy plywood wall.
Okay, you broke it by kicking. Do you want to kick it?
What are you doing, princess?
More really, why is there a cat on the roof?
Because it's a hot tin roof. Ba-dum-tsh.
What are you sending me?
That's improper. Hey, it's Bray. It's Christo. No,
Yeah, apparently your friends also broke out of the castle.
the king was keeping them locked in their rooms, too. Promise me you won't leave again.
Yes, your majesty.
So
you can go to your room. Okay. And then he kicked the door.
And grind. It's just like, bam, instant level up. All level 10, we all have the best equipment available at the moment. I thought I showed it, but apparently I didn't. And look, see, now we're in Russia, because it says cast cost.
I don't think that's why we're in Russia.
I don't know. Because Christo is such a Russian name.
Well, his name's actually Christoph, but, you know, they couldn't fit that extra F in there.
They could have called him anything and had to just shorten it to, 4 letters. Like everybody else's names.
Yep.
So speaking of Russia...
Okay.
Woody Allen, War and Death. Great movie.
Never saw it.
Very, very good.
Speaking of rabid hounds, because that's what you just fought, to be rabid is to be hydrophobic.
Why, that's a game Mega Man is playing. Hydrophobia. We should make fun of him. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
Consider yourself scolded, young man. It'll be
Man.
2018 by the time he watches this.
There are a lot of mountains in this area. Yo, dog, I heard you like encounter rates. By the way, viewers, pomegranates are amazing.
This is true. They are great for dyeing your lips. Bad things are going down here, viewers.
You came to be the monster.
No, I didn't. You're on your own, kid.
Tempe, the cursed village.
I wish I could find it. So, the general story of the Love and Death movie, because that's much more interesting than this game. Because I've been playing the hell out of it for like 2 months now. Well, here, you can take a look at that and see what you think. Woody Allen plays a Russian soldier during the time of the war with Napoleon, and he's trying to get out of the army so he doesn't have to go fight.
Is Diane Keaton death?
Diane Keaton plays like his adopted sister.
Oh.
And he's in love with her and they want to get married.
Well, if she's adopted, it's still legit.
And it's so like heavily like depressing at moments, like old Russian literature is. And people just like suddenly stop and like look to the camera and have like a verbalized inner monologue where it's just like really, really poetic, but it's really depressing.
Huh.
It's a very funny movie.
Speaking of poetic and depressing, so this kingdom is like the worst kingdom ever.
Oh yeah.
Like on one hand, you have this village that's really close to the castle, and in the other kingdom, the king sends all of his best knights to go deal with their problems. This one, not so much. And instead, the princess arrives. No one really recognizes her as the princess, and they're like, "Well, let's sacrifice her."
I don't know. You know, really, when you look at all the Dragon Warrior games that we've looked at up till now, it's a wonder how people are as cheery as they are. Because no matter where you go,
villages literally mean something bad is happening.
Yeah, life sucks.
Which, of course, leads to the old RPG world joke of times are tough. Because I'm sure you've seen that webcomic at some point in your travels.
I'm sure I have. It's like the best thing you could do as a hero in an RPG is avoid civilization completely.
Well, but you'll never become strong enough to defeat the final foe if you do that.
Yeah, but you don't care because you don't talk to people and know how bad things are.
Just wait till you hit Dragon Warrior 7.
Here we go. This one scene from the Love and Death is just popped into my head talking about it. It's when the men were getting a furlough from the Russian army.
Mm-hmm.
And they were showing them a little play about personal hygiene.
Okay.
So they get all the troops together in like little 20 to 30 person groups. And the general comes out and he says, "Now men, because you're all getting a 3-day furlough before going into battle, we would like to show you this little hygiene play." And the actors step out on screen, and the woman says, "Goodbye, I hope you had a good time." And then she leaves, and then a doctor comes out, and the soldier says, "Doc, I have this sore on my lip." The doctor says, "You have a social disease, my friend." The soldier says, "Oh my God." Doctor, "If you do not treat it, you will go blind. Or insane." And that's the end of the play. Well, men,
Wow.
That's the end of the play. Have a good time on your furlough and take care of yourselves. What do you think of the play? I was weak. I was never interested. Although the part of the doctor was played with gusto and verve, and the girl had a delightful cameo role, a puckish satire of contemporary mores, a droll spoof aimed more at the heart than the head. As for me, I'm planning to spend the next 3 days in a brothel. Care to come with me? Nah, I went to a brothel once. I got hiccups. It was over like that.
Nice.
That's such a good movie. I love Woody Allen.
I should have to check that out at some point.
From now on, you'll clean the mess hall and the latrine. Yes, sir. How will I know the difference?
Blaze Ghosts.
I hate Blaze Ghosts. Worst damn enemy in the game.
They die really easy, but man, do they do a lot of damage.
No, they don't die easy.
Well, they do at this point.
Not even then.
No?
Because they split.
Right.
Like if you hit
They
one...
randomly die easily.
Right, you can hit one, and it'll just be like... No.
Yeah.
Even though you hit him. You hit one like 8 times. And it's just like, no. I'm not taking damage. Screw you. And then once in a while, they split up, and then you have 2 of them. But they don't seem to have half the health. It's just like they...
You know, there's an easy way to deal with them, right?
Run away.
Magic.
I run away.
Here's a town with people with an inn and there are people staying outside. Surely nothing bad can be happening.
Here you go. Perfect line describing Russia. Since we are in Russia. Just remember that, viewers. No matter what anyone else tells you, this is Russia. Right now. You're seeing it.
Yeah.
To love is to suffer. To avoid suffering, one must not love. But then one suffers from not loving. Therefore, to love is to suffer. Not to love is to suffer. To suffer is to suffer. To be happy is to love. To be happy, then, is to suffer. But suffering makes one unhappy. Therefore, to be unhappy, one must love. Or love to suffer. Or suffer from too much happiness. I hope you're writing this down. I love it.
I will definitely watch this movie at some point.
Any Woody Allen movie, I think, is worth a watch.
Cristobal.
I like Christo. He's my favorite.
Boomerangs.
Yeah, Bray can't manage a club, but he's very skilled with a boomerang. One is a stick. One is basically a club you throw. The other one is a boomerang you don't throw.
He's just not so good with the whole melee combat thing.
I worry about him. He's also not dressed in anything near what the artwork makes him look like.
Mm.
Don't worry, viewers. I made sure I included every second of purchasing. I know how much you missed it.
It's true. If I recall correctly, the boomerang is not very helpful in that one specific fight towards the end of this chapter.
Well, I was thinking that this boomerang was like the other boomerangs, and that it would target a group. It does not do that.
Mm.
This boomerang is just a single target.
Ah.
So it's not even really as useful as I had, wanted it to be.
I think that, DQ Shrine page actually says something about that.
Well, it's too late now.
How boomerangs are like crossbows or something, or were replaced by crossbows or something. Oh.
Must have been in a later game, because I don't think there's crossbows in this one.
Yeah, I don't either. Or maybe one of the remakes replaced boomerangs in this game with crossbows.
I honestly could not say.
This is a good overworld map theme.
Yeah, I think she's got one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and healed.
I think Hyadane also did a really good remix of that song.
Going back and healing?
No, of the Alina's overworld theme.
That's what the entire commentary for the Tulun chapter, by the way, is going to be you singing that song. I figured I'd let you know ahead of time.
Okay.
So you can go and write the lyrics down. Because nothing else will be as interesting. I hate those damn Thevros. They breathe fire. See? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard them breathing fire. I think the vampire bats can put you to sleep, if I remember right.
That sounds accurate. Though it might not be these ones.
The one in Final Fantasy would paralyze you.
There's so many palette swaps in this game.
Yeah. I think that was really the only big problem with the chapter system. Was like, well, we can't really come up with a whole bunch of new enemies, so let's just fiddle with some of the colors.
Yeah, we'll introduce a couple of new types of monsters and palette swap all the rest of them. Bray is very close to dead.
Well, he's like 900 years old.
All better.
Heal us all. Can't wait till
Yeah, for such an old man, he takes quite the beating and keeps on ticking.
Oh, paint. Paint fill tool. You're my favorite sometimes.
I remember this game having some really neat puzzles in the dungeons. Like the boulder puzzle.
Oh, yeah, the first really decent one is in the next chapter.
Yeah. No, they did some really good stuff in Tulun's chapter.
Except for Tulun.
I would say chapter 3 is one of my favorite chapters in this game.
Yeah, I don't understand what exactly it was that Tulun did to warrant getting his own game.
You know what it probably was? If someone said, I bet it'd be really interesting to see what it's like being a merchant. You know, the adventures that a merchant would go on.
He's an interesting character. I don't dislike him, but it's like, hey, let's combine a goof off and a merchant and give him his own game. And someone in the room, probably the same guy who thought, hey, Let's give him dialects. Said, that's a great idea.
Well, to be fair, it could be that he was really popular in the Japanese version.
That could be. I know he's a popular character. I just don't understand why.
He's the everyman.
I guess. Runs around in his pajamas. You know what it is? It's that special item he gets. Lunch. No one else gets lunch.
Well, that's true though. Like, you know, he is the most he's the deepest character in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has a wife and kid.
He's got ambition.
He's got ambition.
Lunch.
He's got lunch.
I never realized it. He is the most interesting character in the entire Dragon Warrior universe to date. Excuse me. Universe. What does Elena do? She kicks. What does Ragnar
Kicks down
do?
walls.
Saves children. Doesn't talk to him. Just saves them. So the villagers put this golden bracelet down here, and the thieves who kidnapped the other princess want it, but it's never explained why there's like 20 skeletons down here.
Perhaps those are other people who tried to get the bracelet.
And how did that guy in the top right-hand corner even get back there?
Maybe he got there, and then there's a cave-in, and then he never got out.
Tried to use his flying shoes.
Didn't know the outside spell.
Poor guy. Only he was Bray. Oh my god. I think there's one, maybe even one more. Nope, we're done.
You know, that is one problem with this game. Yeah, you know, in the first chapter you have you have Healy to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Second chapter you have like a healer and a caster.
Mm-hmm.
And
a very good physical attacker.
Yeah. And then chapter 3 you're on your own.
Yep. The enemies in chapter 3 don't seem nearly as hard though.
Look, it's a healer and an old man. I wonder who they're supposed to be.
Why did they have a thieves' key? Did they steal it from the kidnappers? Or were they the thieves all along? I'll bet they were working together.
The fake Princess May.
Yep, because she was a thief too, and she's like, oh, you guys pretend to kidnap me, I won't get the golden bracelet. She's lied to us once before.
I don't think we ever see her again either.
No, they died.
Yep.
No horrible fishing accident.
Like, at least Healy shows up in the last chapter. I don't think this girl ever shows up ever again.
Nope. She got kidnapped again and no one was around to rescue her this time.
Well, she realized the error of her ways and went back to being a normal farmer that nobody cared about.
She decided she was going to go and try to be the princess of Russia. But when she couldn't, she threw a wall. Everyone knew she was lying.
She tried to become the princess of Russia and then was killed by Rasputin.
Some people have all the luck.
Rah, rah, Rasputin.
I remember Christopher Lloyd.
I remember Christopher Lloyd, too.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of good movies.
He was in Taxi.
He was amazing in Taxi.
He was. That yellow light bit was so good.
I bet no one on the forums has ever seen Taxi.
I think I might have put that in the random hilarity section.
If you didn't, you should.
I'll do it right now. Even if it's in there, I don't care. Who's going to tell me to not do that? That I would actually listen to. Taxi. Yellow light scene. Viewers, what does a yellow light mean?
Slow down.
That's all I'm giving you.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, viewers, if you have not seen it, go watch Red Cliff.
Or at least watch that scene that Jason posted on the forums.
Oh, but there is so much more that is so awesome in that movie that isn't on YouTube. Like Zhao Yun fighting with a baby in one hand.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool.
Supposedly that happened in real life.
Well, it's a documentary. Didn't you know that?
Yeah. It's actually historically proven that Zhang Fei flying torpedoed into a horse.
And knocked it over. That was a really good movie. If you ever get the chance to find it, go find it.
I think I have it on DVD.
Do you have the full 4-hour one, or just the first hour and a half?
I think I have the entire Red Cliff on DVD.
Then send me the second half, because I cannot find the second half.
Well, I mean, I have it on DVD. I don't have a video. I haven't.
Well, mail it to me.
I'm not mailing you my DVD.
I'll get a demo, and then I'll mail it back. I think I've given away my code word now. Damn it. Everyone knows what I mean when I say demo.
We'll see. I haven't actually watched the DVD yet, so
it is.
I don't know if it is in fact the 4-hour version or not.
No joke. I downloaded it a month and a half ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it 4 times.
Nice.
I mean, it is just such a well-rounded, well-balanced movie. The fight scenes are all really, really good. They're not goofy over the top. There are goofy moments, like tackling the horse. But it's never he tackled the horse. It's like, oh my god, he tackled a horse.
I think the best thing about the horse tackling scene are the guys who are just off on the side watching him do it, and they're just totally cool with it.
They're used to him doing that.
Yeah. Oh, Zhang, you're so funny.
But obviously, it's the version I have is not in English. It's all subtitled.
As it should be.
But the music is phenomenal. The camera work is amazing. The story and the way it's told is excellent. The action is very good.
Now, I gotta say, as much as the Chinese like to make knockoffs of everything, when it comes to movies, it's the real deal.
Oh, yeah. In fact, a lot of their crap gets knocked off when it comes to movies.
Have you seen, I'm sure you've seen Hero, right?
Yes, I believe I have.
I mean, that movie is so incredibly stunning to behold.
Calming moment with excellent soundtrack. Wish I could find.
You see House of Flying Daggers?
No, but I've heard it was very fun. Very good.
See Kung Fu Hustle?
I love Kung Fu Hustle. I was unsure about it for a little while, and then all the gangsters started dancing.
So you lasted about 2 seconds of uncertainty?
Yeah. All right, this is gonna be good. And then they got
the gangsters are dancing literally as the opening of the movie.
And then they got he was in Enter the Dragon. He was the big dude. I liked his part in it.
Well, I mean, most of the cast are old kung fu stars from earlier decades who they got to not only be in the movie, but to effectively be the same part.
Mm-hmm.
So, not only is it a good movie on its own, but it's the perfect nostalgia movie for people who really like old kung fu movies.
Good stuff, viewers. Red Cliff. Watch it. Who directed? Wasn't John Woo directed or something?
Something like that.
John Woo, Jet Li, Jackie Chan. Maybe it was Jackie Chan.
No.
He is very popular.
Though speaking of Jackie Chan, if you haven't seen Drunken Master, folks, go watch Drunken Master.
Wait for the Let's Play.
The Jackie Chan game Let's Play?
No, there's I don't remember the full name of it. There's an NES game based
It's like a
on
Jackie
the
Chan
same
NES
story.
game, is it?
There's a Jackie Chan NES game, but then there's totally separate from that, like a Drunken Master NES game.
Because I played the Jackie Chan NES game. It is a hard platformer.
Yes, it is.
You should Let's Play it, because you're good at platformers.
Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me.
You did Little Samson.
I did. But that one was cute up until the last 4 stages. Then it was nightmare juice.
The Jackie Chan game's cute.
Except his face in the title screen. Looks like a potato.
For some reason, I feel like I remember his continue screen being kind of weird.
Very likely. Cannot find this clip. I'll keep looking for it. I might have to put it up online myself.
Which clip?
Oh, the
Taxi?
I found that one. The
No.
the Zhao Yun fight where he's holding the baby.
Ah.
And he's like, "This is too hard." He just like straps it to his chest. Starts punching
Wasn't there
people.
a Jackie Chan movie where he swings a kid around on a rope?
It would not surprise me.
Like he ties a rope around a kid and then starts swinging him around as a weapon. Though I think the kid is actually like also a martial arts like really like prodigy or something.
It would not surprise me. I remember seeing Jackie Chan on Conan O'Brien, and they like really quickly, 2-3 minutes, had worked out a little routine that involved throwing the cushions from the chairs and him like flipping over the desk.
He is a surprisingly hardcore guy for someone who does mostly comedy movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, he does all of his own stunts.
Yeah, Karate Kid. That was a funny movie.
Did I ever tell you my hypothesis regarding that movie?
No.
The reason Jackie Chan's in that movie is because he decided he has beaten up everything that's been thrown at him except for children. So now he had a chance to beat up some kids. But
I like this theory.
yeah. But I mean, Jackie Chan even like sings in like the Chinese version of Mulan.
Mm-hmm. He's a very ridiculously talented man.
He really is. He's probably worth a lot more money than people suspect he is.
I agree. And viewers, that is why Dragon Warrior 4 is Ragnatz's favorite game on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
And on that note,
In
have yourselves a good
Russia,
one, guys.
Dragon Warriors U 4.
Yep. So, thank you for watching another episode of Two Old Men Rambling On.
Oh, and how we ramble.
Night, folks.
Later.